What is up, everybody? Drake, the Running Realtor here on YouTube, back with, actually, no, I'm not back. This is actually my first video ever. So thank you for tuning in. I can now honestly say all you guys have been with me from the very beginning. So thank you for that. If you stumbled on your way into this video, I don't know how that happened, but I'm glad you did. And if you will please do me a favor, please send this to one friend just to get my view count up. They don't even have to watch it for very long because I really need your help. It's going to be tough getting to those triple digits. My name is Drake. I'm from Arkansas. I am 26 years old. I own 3 rental properties. I'm an Icon agent at eXp Realty. Been in the rental property game since 2017 when I was 23 years old. Welcome to the video. We're going to start off here today talking about the $46,000 that I was able to write off on my 2020 tax returns through investing in rental real estate. I don't have a bunch. I don't have an apartment complex with 10 doors, a bunch of duplexes. The stuff that people skip, they don't see this part, right? So I want you to focus on the first step, buying a rental property. Is it going to be a home run? No, it's not going to. You buy a property that makes an immediate difference on your life through cash flow, appreciation, tax advantages, please come tell me, because I don't believe it. I actually call it analysis paralysis. If you're trying to get your first deal, get into a deal. If you find a steal, awesome. Now that my rental property business owns 3 units, I'm finally starting to see some slight change and a plus up to my life through the tax advantages of rental real estate. In the year 2020, at 26 years old, I was able to write off $46,000 through the loss that I took on my rental property LLC. I'm going to show you what that is comprised of throughout these slides. And the first few come to mind off the bat, almost with no question when I ask somebody why they are interested in rental real estate. The first thing is cash flow. The cash flow would be the difference between what your expenses are per month and how much the tenant pays you on the unit. People get hung up on that one. The next one's appreciation. Appreciation's awesome, but it's just like the stock market. It's an unrealized gain until you sell. The debt pay down, your tenant will be paying off some of that. And here's what I mean by it. I have a property with a $1,000 mortgage. It's a condo unit in Dallas, Texas. My tenant pays more than the $1,000 per month and pays down the debt. So every time that I'm making that mortgage payment, the debt is coming off. It might be $150 to $200 to $250. It's not crazy, but when you multiply it by 12, it starts building wealth over the course of a year. The next would be tax advantages. Tax advantages are often overlooked by people looking to enter this sphere. It is actually what I key in on the most are the 3 main pillars of your write-offs when it comes to your expenses on rental properties. And the last would be built-in equity, which is winning on the front side. Our first investor came into the business. I retained 91% ownership. This other partner retains 9% ownership and does see some advantages just from that small piece of the pie. Also, we acquired our 3rd property this year. Achievements, for me, this is the first time I've seen a massive write-off through rental real estate, which is awesome because this is the first year that I have been a fully licensed full-time real estate agent. And being a fully licensed full-time real estate agent comes a hefty tax bill with self-employment tax. This is helping save me roughly 30% of $46,000 through the groundwork I've put in with my rental real estate. But overall, we had no issues with vacancy. Here is the SFR profiles. So you might be wondering, 26 years old, how do you accumulate 3 rental properties by yourself in that time frame? This was not done with any partners. I've not been married during this time. This has been done on one income, and this is the first year that that income has been adjusted gross over 6 figures. How you can do this, it takes a lot of grit. It takes the ability to make quick decisions, and it takes the ability to assume some risk when you look at what you do owe on a mortgage versus what the property is worth. But it's not impossible. You don't have to be made of money. You don't have to come from money. You don't have to have multiple partners, and you don't have to find the killer deal. The first one would be my primary residence purchased in 2017 in Rogers, Arkansas. I purchased this home December 1st, 2017. I was 23 years old. The purchase price was $262,000. Current date, this property is worth about $315,000. So my current equity on the property is $78,000. There's two factors that I have to thank for the equity that was built. The first was my ability to house hack. This was something I was interested in off the bat. I actually moved into the home and I had two roommates living with me. They lived with me for over a year. We had a great time. They got a cheap rate on the rents and they helped me pay the mortgage for a home that was maybe even a little bit out of my price range at the given time. Being a longtime resident, I knew the areas that would appreciate, and certainly so far, this has been the right bet. The second purchase I made was in Dallas, Texas, and it was a condo unit, about 600 square feet. I purchased this September 15th of 2019 at age 25. Purchase price, $153,000 for the one bedroom, one bath unit. Current value, about $171,000. I did put 20% down on this property. So current equity, $53,000. Do I cash flow this? Yes. And I'll leave it at that. And property number 3, original purchase date, May 8th, 2020, mid-virus. Purchased the property for $215,000 due to some massive appreciation we saw in 2020 as the interest rates continued to lower. This home is now worth about $235,000, got about $35,000 in equity in this property. Altogether, we're looking at about $150,000 of real estate equity from these 3 rental properties. This is why you guys clicked on the video in the first place. So what you're looking at right now is the rental real estate income and expenses for a partnership or an S corporation for my management LLC. I only made roughly $28,275 on rents, and my expenses on the properties were a whopping $74,392. Made of 3 things that make up about 75% of the total expenses. The first would be depreciation. What depreciation is it's actually a cheat code when owning rental real estate. What you can do is take the appraised value of the property, divide it by 27, and depreciate it straight line because it is working for you. People do not know about this when they get into rental real estate, and ultimately it was 25% of my write-off from this tax year. Next is interest. What is interest? Mortgage interest. You look at paying cash for a property versus potentially taking out a loan. There are some advantages to taking out a loan. You do get to write off some of your mortgage interest. That accounted for 26% of my $46,000 write-off. The last thing would be repairs, and this is variable. Repairs are interesting because some of them are considered improvements, which don't have as great of advantages, versus a repair, which is necessary to maintain the integrity and livability of the property. I did about 20% in repairs this year of my total expense. And those 3 things, depreciation, interest, and repairs, made a wild difference in how much I was able to write off. Thank you guys for tuning into the video today. I do hope to put out more and more videos. Can't thank you enough for stumbling upon my first video. It would mean a lot to me if you would like the video and subscribe to my channel. It's Drake, the Running Realtor. Thank you for tuning in. Talk to you guys next time.